Hannibal Lecter is locked in a cell. No weapons, no freedom, and yet he controls everyone around him. This is Hannibal Lecter from The Silence of the Lambs, the guards, the doctors, even the FBI. So how does a man with nothing have the most power in the room? Because once you understand what he's actually doing, you'll realize something uncomfortable. He was never trapped. Everyone else was. Imagine your therapist is a genius, but also a serial killer who might eat you. Welcome to Mind of Chaos, where we break down the psychology behind the world's most dangerous minds. And today, we're stepping into one of the most controlled and most terrifying. Most people think power comes from control over the environment, money, status, strength. Hannibal has none of that. He's behind glass, watched 24/7, completely contained. But here's the first thing most people miss. Hannibal doesn't try to control the environment. He controls people. And controlling people is far more powerful. It's like being stuck in a group project, but somehow you're still the one deciding everything. Hannibal doesn't rush conversations. He observes first. Every movement, every hesitation, every word choice. When Clarice Starling first meets him, he already understands her background, her insecurities, her ambition, and he uses that. Not aggressively, but precisely. That's what makes him dangerous. He doesn't overpower, he outreads. Meanwhile, most people can't even tell when someone is being sarcastic in a text message. Hannibal reads your entire personality in 10 seconds. Hannibal is always calm. No yelling, no panic, no emotional outbursts. Why? Because emotional control creates psychological dominance. When one person is calm and the other isn't, the calm person controls the interaction, every time. And Hannibal knows this. While others react, he observes. While others panic, he calculates. That's power. Here's where it gets even more strategic. Hannibal doesn't just talk to people, he makes them depend on him. Clarice needs information. The FBI needs insight. The doctors want understanding. And Hannibal? He becomes the source. When people need something from you, you gain leverage. And Hannibal uses that leverage perfectly. He trades information, not freely, but strategically. It's basically the world's most intense version of, I'll tell you, but what do I get? Most people think manipulation is about lying. Hannibal doesn't need to lie. He tells the truth, just not all of it. He guides conversations. He asks the right questions. He lets people reveal themselves. And once they do, he has control. Because the person who understands you best has the advantage. Hannibal doesn't just observe behavior. He gets inside your head. He makes you reflect. He makes you uncomfortable. He makes you reveal things you didn't even realize about yourself. That's psychological positioning. Once someone starts opening up to you, you're no longer equal in that interaction. They're exposed. You're not. And Hannibal keeps it that way. Why he was never trapped. This is the part most people misunderstand. Hannibal being in a cell doesn't make him powerless. It makes him focused. No distractions, no noise, just observation and strategy. Everyone who walks into that room walks into his environment. Not physically, psychologically, and that's why he wins. It's like inviting someone into your house, but somehow you're the one getting interrogated. Now, let's bring this into real life. No, not the cannibalism part, relax. The real lesson is this. Power isn't always loud. It's not always physical. Sometimes it's psychological. The person who stays calm, understands people, controls the conversation, often has the most influence, and most people underestimate that. Hannibal doesn't break out of his cell using strength. He breaks out using understanding. He studies people. He adapts, he manipulates, and he positions himself where he always has leverage. That's not madness, that's control. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like and subscribe, because on this channel, we don't just analyze characters, we break down the psychology behind the minds that control the game. And comment below, who is more dangerous, Hannibal Lecter or Joker? Because sometimes the most powerful person in the room isn't the one who's free, it's the one who understands everyone else and knows exactly how to use it.